Oh, here we go.
Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Timothy Hill, and I am the producer of the Heart to Heart Relationship Talk Show. Joining me today, I have one of our co-producers, Trina, Black Legacy, our other co-producer. He'll be joining us soon. But today, we're here with the lovely LaToya Marine. LaToya, what's going on? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing good, good. So tell everybody about yourself and where they can find you.
Oh, goodness. We have to do this part.
No.
So I'm LaToya Marine. You can find me on Instagram. It's iLAHu, and that's LOVEILAHU.
Okay. And about yourself?
Oh, goodness, that part. So from a corporate standpoint, I work for the aerospace division. I am a senior buyer. Passionately, I like to inspire everyone to love themselves and dive deep and find their inner light so they can shine bright in the world.
Okay, dope, dope, dope. Trina, did you have do you want to start off with a first question for LaToya?
I do. And LaToya, nice to meet you. My name is Trina. We will meet one day.
Yeah.
I think you kind of banked on your name, Love iLAHu, because I was going to ask you, what's the meaning behind your name, if you care to share with us what the meaning is behind Love iLAHu, because it's so unique.
Yeah, so the LA is for LaToya and the H is for heaven sent, and then you. So it's pretty much like a self-reflection name that I've kind of given myself, and it's just to inspire people to love themselves, take care of themselves, and be that reflection upon the world.
I like that self-love. So, because I'm going to piggyback on what you're talking about in terms of self-love. What advice would you give to the woman on self-love?
Whoa. Self-love it's not easy. For me, I was born in what I consider a loveless society where tough love is what we considered love, and that wasn't love at all. And so a lot of negative narratives that are going in your thought processes from a mindful standpoint. And self-love is actually rebuilding yourself, healing yourself from whatever traumas, and then also building those boundaries to protect your own self. So as far as advice, oh gosh, that can go so broad. If there was a woman that came to me and asked me where I started from, and I was just pretty much tired of just being fucked and used and all of the above, and it just kind of it forced me, from the trauma, it forced me to take a really fine look in the mirror. And when you're bold enough to take that deep look into the mirror, that's the first step of self-love.
I agree. Thanks for that.
So LaToya, you've been on the show before, and I believe on the show that you was on when we were doing the live shows, you were talking about celibacy at the time. So knowing that you've already kind of did that journey, I'm not sure if you're still on it, but knowing that you at least had that journey of celibacy, can you kind of like talk about that journey, maybe why you did it, and then how did it benefit you from it? What did you learn from it? Stuff like that. So what is your thoughts?
Okay, so I think when I tried to start, when I was on that show, that was some time ago, and it was a struggle. It didn't work how I thought it was going to work back then. Because I think that was about 3 years ago. So prior to me going on to the celibacy journey, I stopped drinking. I was on the sobriety journey. And so 3 years ago, I was still kind of going up and down with that, but officially November 30th of 2019, I ended up accomplishing my first year. So now it's going to be 2 years, this November 30th, no drinking for me.
Congratulations on that
thank
too.
You.
Yeah.
Thank you. And so that alone was a stepping stone for me to go into the celibacy journey. Because, you know, liquor intensifies that sensuality that we all have. And it also steers from your logic factor in your brain. So once I kind of got that out the way, I knew that at first it started as if I can just do 365 days of no sex, I'm gonna attract my husband. Because, you know, I'm spiritual, I'm mindful, I want to manifest my man, you know, where's my king? Hello.
Amen.
And then I think I want to say it was 3 years when I actually tried to start. And then June 24th of this year, I actually reached the 365 days. But just going back, it was kind of like one of those situations of where I was manifesting, and I was tired of dating nothing of substance, people that didn't have true intentions for me. And also that also made me realize that I had some more work to do to get out my toxicity. It wasn't just about the man at that point. It was more so me. What is defining me? Is it a penis?
Right.
you know, I wanted to define me. So once I started that, it first it went from like 3 months to 5 months to 6 months to like 9. And then I was like, okay, I got this. And then when you go so far in a journey and then you backslide, it sucks, but it gives you so much momentum to do it again, to pick yourself up.
I was going to ask you that, because you said the first time you tried it. So that experience after, I guess you backslid, was it worth it, or did you was like, I wish I wouldn't have did this, and I wish I would have kept going?
Yes, I definitely. It was more so, see, because then it's gonna get too juicy, and I don't know if y'all ready for that.
Yes or no? We just want to know.
I kind of like.
I felt like I was a little bit. No, it wasn't. I felt like at the time, not being logically, mindfully clear, I was kind of in love with like 2 people a little bit.
Okay.
Gotcha.
And so I wanted to kind of just be like, okay, no, I'm done. And then he come back, I'm gonna call A and B. A will come and be like, finesse a beautiful story. And I'm like, oh, there's the legs. Oh no, we're back here again. And then it didn't work out. And then, so it was like kind of that factor going on. It wasn't like, promiscuity, like, going and having sex with multiple people. It was that. And then I finally kind of just put my foot down and was like, no, this is deeper than that. It's deeper than them. This is a you issue. It's not them. And let's go deeper. And so during the 365 days, it was very, very beautiful. It wasn't like the urges that you would typically have, horny, they went away.
Okay.
Like I didn't have that craving of physical intimacy at all.
Right.
I really wanted to connect on a deeper level. So that's kind of how that ended up going. And then, 365
Did you feel like that
days.
helped you connect on a deeper level? And also during the celibacy state, or you being celibate, did you still date? Like, were guys still wanted? You didn't want to date, or they didn't want to date a celibate woman?
No. Okay, there was a few that tried. I'm very open with my journey and my story. So I'm always posting, hey guys, I'm doing this challenge and I'm doing this, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't necessarily, no one wanted to date a celibate woman. It was more so me. I didn't want anything to taint with what I had going on in my own spiritual growth. And about 5 years ago, when I started my self-development journey, I announced to the world, I'm not emotionally available for anyone, because I recognized a while ago that I had a lot of things that I needed to heal with inside of myself, just so I can just show up better in the world in general.
Okay.
And I didn't want anybody to deal with the fire that came from my trauma. So it was just best to give me 50 feet.
Okay. Did your aggression, because you are kind of you got a strong woman personality. Did your aggression go up too during that time?
No, I'm not aggressive. I'm very passionate.
Passionate, okay.
I'm very passionate. And then I will say, definitely at a time, I was a bit of controlling.
Okay.
Nothing wrong.
I wanted to have everything my way. Thank you.
Yeah.
But just a little bit, because a lot of things that you don't really realize about yourself until you take that fine look in the mirror. Because I was definitely in denial. If somebody called me controlling, I'm like, whatever. I'm like the most sweetest person in the world. Do whatever you want to do. Be free. But make sure you call me every morning. Make sure you text me before you go to sleep. Call me throughout the day. Tell me you miss me. That.
But is that controlling? I don't think that's control. That's not controlling. That's just your preference, is what you like. Like, I like good mornings,
Yeah.
So, and good nights. I like that too.
Yeah. So, but it was kind of like I was tracking it. Like, he texted me at 8:02. Okay. It's 8:04. Where's my text message back? It was more mental. I didn't try to overreact too much, but I'm very passionate. So when I have to express my emotion, I'm bringing God into the mix. I'm bringing the answers to so yeah. So I had to get a lot of hold on of me.
Okay. So let me ask you this, because this has been a pretty strong debate since we've been doing this show. And since you are practicing celibacy, I have to ask you, people that are practicing celibacy, or put it like this, because I hear this a lot. So people who masturbate and don't have sex, is that still practice celibacy to you, in your opinion?
I am for self-love. And I am for
that counts as self-love to you?
And I'm for self-pleasure, darling.
Yes, ma'am.
So he can't get it done, but I can. I don't believe in depriving yourself of beautiful, blissful vibrations when it's you. It's just me, myself, and I. I'm safe that way anyhow. Especially, I didn't want to knock completely out the horny, that emotion or that craving. I didn't want to knock that out. And people risk knocking out their sexuality by doing that. And
by cutting it off, not masturbate, or not masturbating while celibate. They risk knocking out this. Yeah, they say if you don't use it, you lose it. So
yeah, it's very, very much so true. Yeah. So just like when people go straight vegan and then they'll try to have pork, their body will become extremely sick and they'll react to that. So anything that you completely take out of your diet or your space, you can risk losing that for a while. So I wasn't really trying to do all of that. I mean, there was actually one time, it was at the 9 months, we at the damn finish line almost. And I questioned myself and I was like, you know, maybe I can get a little head. But I was like, no.
Do you think it's more
that's
suppression than losing it?
Sorry. My bad. Okay,
What'd you
go
say,
ahead.
Trina? I'm
Sorry.
sorry.
Do you think it's more suppression than losing it? Because I don't think you can lose a drive. I just think you suppress it whilst you're on a journey. But I wouldn't know. I haven't gone that route, in life. So I couldn't say.
No, I actually know a woman that is having a very, very hard time getting it back, wanting to. So anything that you can suppress to the point where you're completely numb, either you can stay in that phase or you can magically, dwindle yourself out of. You're just taking a risk.
All right.
All right,
Okay.
thanks.
So just to clarify, you can't, in Latoya's perception, you can masturbate while you're celibate, and it don't count. Other people would say different and say, like, if you masturbate while you're celibate, you're not really being celibate. So that was really the debate that we've experienced while doing this show. But speaking of the show, you've been on the show, I believe, a couple times, at least once or twice. So could you tell viewers what it's like to be on the show, what was your thoughts when you first came on to the Heart to Heart Relationship Talk show?
I thought it was absolutely amazing. For one, the panelists, just having just beautiful Black people, all people of diverse, but in general, I live in Nebraska, so coming onto the Heart to Heart show was an absolutely beautiful experience. Just collaborating, having other opinions, and also just learning and bouncing things off of one another. Just having that open discussion, to have that dialogue as just very amazing Black people.
All right, cool. Trina, is there any final questions or anything you would like to say to Latoya or ask before we end?
I'm gonna keep some of those spicy questions for the show.
All right, yeah, we're looking forward. Saturday, it's going down, so we are looking forward to this show. It is going to be hot. We have, like I say, we have a dope hip hop artist. We have a lady that does adult events, and then we have a funny ass comic, Fago Red, which you've already been on the show. I believe you was on the show with them when you was on the show. So
yeah,
we're really looking forward to it. Tickets are on Eventbrite right now for $10. If you use the promo code Love iLAHu, that saves you 25% off your ticket, and so it makes it $750. So outside of that, we do want to shout out our sponsors: Starving Mind Records, Royal Salon Suites, Love iLAHu, and Smashing Concepts. Outside of that, we look forward to seeing you Saturday, and have a great week, or have a great rest of the week till Saturday. We're gonna turn up Saturday, so very looking forward to it.
I did join late, y'all, but I got in on the tail end.
Black Legacy.
Yeah, peace, everybody. Yeah, look forward, but can she shout out her where they can find her at?
Yep, you guys can find me on Instagram. It's Love iLAHu. That's LOVEILAHU.
All right, cool. All right, Latoya. Till Saturday. We'll see you.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Have a beautiful night, guys.
Peace.